welcome back to the episode of Beer, Bacon, and Bros. As always, I'm Alex. Got Chris, got Keith down there. No Adam tonight. We're one man a little short. We are going to be talking. There's no pun on Adam's height there.
I knew it.
No pun on Adam's height.
We're down one little short man.
I mixed up my words, but it ended up coming out as an insult to Adam, so I apologize for that. That was unneeded.
We love you, buddy.
He didn't deserve that.
Uncalled for.
Yeah, uncalled for. We're going to jump into some rumors, the rumor mill, and see what we think about it. Hopefully you guys can engage with us, comment what you think of these rumors, where you hope to see this player go, and what you hope for his future. Comment, like, subscribe, share the videos. Tell people that we're either idiots or you think we're really funny, or we're all right. If you need some time wasted, just do whatever. We'll engage with you. We love getting the feedback and talking to you guys in the comment section. You guys are really fun. But anyways, the rumor mill that we were jumping into is Aaron Rodgers being traded by the Green Bay Packers. Now, everybody knows here at the Beer, Bacon, and Bro studio that my personal opinion of Aaron Rodgers is he's a crybaby little bitch now. He's a shithead.
I was going to say, wasn't it this time last year we were arguing if he was going to be in Green Bay last year, and then the type of contract
he's the worst kind of quarterback prima donna piece of shit. Just gonna go straight
Tell
in
us how
on
you really feel.
Yeah, I mean, for years he complained about not getting any talent. Granted, the Green Bay was not drafting talent. Like, offensive skill players in the first round were always quarterbacks. It was him and Jordan Love.
And they go and draft a corner.
Yeah, they go and draft corners and other stuff like that. So he complained about not getting any talent, and then signs with them for a massive amount, handicaps them because
$50 million a year.
They have no money to go get the talent he's been requesting. And then after 1 year, he's all of a sudden, I don't know if I'm coming back. Like, make up your damn mind, do what you're going to do, and just shut up about it at this point in time is the way I feel about Aaron Rodgers. But the rumor mill, the leading candidate for Aaron Rodgers' next landing spot right now seems to be the New York Jets. So we're going to kind of discuss what we think about this situation and how we think this is going to play out.
Before going into isn't this like very Brett Favre-esque?
Yes.
Of how Brett Favre was, the guy in Green Bay for so long, and then here comes Aaron Rodgers, and he's supposed to be the next big thing, and they push Favre out, and where does he go? The Jets.
Yeah.
And actually played very well with them, and then ended up going to Minnesota and went to a conference championship. So, but I feel like going to the Jets would be a great move for Aaron Rodgers. He'd have a much better team. He'd have a much younger team.
Yeah.
And he'd definitely have the talent, wide receiver wise, around him to be able to do what he's done in the past when he had Devontae Adams and Jordy Nelson and Donald Driver and Greg Jennings and who was the other
Randall Cobb.
Well,
the first time.
Yeah.
James Jones.
A 24-year-old Randall Cobb, not a 40-year-old Randall Cobb.
James Jones.
James Jones was the guy I was trying to think of.
The guy that played with the hoodie.
Jermichael Finley.
Yeah.
The tight end who was actually good.
So, not actual RIP, he didn't die, but he got hurt and couldn't continue his career. So, but had to clarify that real quick.
Thanks for clarifying that.
But I think the Jets are quite interesting. We've talked a lot about Breece Hall. We talked about Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, Garrett Wilson. We just saw on a mock draft them taking Smith and Jigba. So getting some of those weapons would be, I'd say impressive or interesting to play with.
I mean, you put those two top receivers from Ohio State on one team.
Yeah.
With Aaron Rodgers throwing them the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a little bit of a learning curve there because obviously and Jigba would be coming out of college, and Garrett Wilson is only a year into the league. So I mean, there's a little bit of a learning curve, but I mean, you're giving him so much talent. Not to mention that defense is very young and talented too.
Yeah,
especially having Sauce Gardner out there as a lockdown corner. And I mean, the O line's not bad.
The O line's okay. I think looking at
C.J. Mosley, Quinnen Williams,
Carl Lawson. I mean, they have a lot of talent. Sheldon Rankins is also really good. So their front four is really good. I think C.J. Mosley, obviously, and Quincy Williams and Quan Alexander are decent front seven. Sauce Gardner's back there. DJ Reed has actually played very well for them as well. Mm-hmm. So I think maybe getting a safety or so in this free agency to kind of lock it up, and then building on that offensive line if you go get Aaron Rodgers is impressive. I think the thing for me that I'm very curious about for the Jets is what's it going to cost the Jets to get Aaron Rodgers? What is Green Bay going to say to get Aaron Rodgers? Is it a first round? Could it possibly even be 2 first round at his age? With that contract?
Give him Zach Wilson in the first round. Because they clearly don't want Zach Wilson anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, he's listed third on the depth chart behind a 40-year-old Joe Flacco.
And Mike White, baby. Don't forget Mike White.
Well, I thought it was more entertaining that he was behind Joe Flacco,
Yeah.
who's been in the league for 20 years now.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Joe Flacco and Patrick Mahomes made it to the same amount of conference championship games in their first 5 seasons.
Joe Flacco had a defense. Hell of a
yeah, Joe Flacco is just like Ty Detmer getting that championship on a defense on the back of a defense.
Yep.
Yeah. Eli Manning.
We can keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think the Jets' offensive line is probably an interesting take there. That's kind of going to be interesting for Aaron Rodgers if he goes there. Like, you look at this offensive line, and there's just they're not young and they're not super talented, and so.
But I think there's ways that they could protect against that, because obviously if people are going to be blitzing the whole time because the offensive line isn't that good, you have the talent on the outside to run screens. And how do you beat a rush? You run a screen.
Yeah.
You run a slant. You run you run those quick passes, which Aaron Rodgers absolutely loves to throw.
Yep.
So I mean, I think with the amount of talent they have on the Jets, they could protect Rodgers in the sense of if people are going to pin their ears back and run, they can run a quick bubble screen and you can't touch him at that point. So I mean, I think he'd be okay. And they have a decent run game with Breece Hall and who's the backup?
Michael Carter's in there, Ty Johnson, James Robinson.
So I mean, they have good running back cores. I mean, they have the talent to be able to go out and do that. Another interesting pick I feel would be the Raiders. Go back to Devontae Adams again.
Yeah,
because clearly the Raiders are past Derek Carr. Derek Carr's gonna be traded this offseason.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Just a matter of where he lines up.
Pittsburgh.
No, Trubisky will be traded out before they go and trade for Derek Carr.
I'm just saying, it'd be interesting. Be interesting to think about. So, I think the Raiders are interesting. I think the Titans, man. I think the Titans are not sold on Malik Willis, and they're certainly done.
He's too young.
We didn't see him this year.
Yeah.
He played a couple games. He got hurt, didn't he? Get hurt in one of the games that he played.
I want to say he only played one game though.
But he fell to the second round, right?
Third.
He fell to the third.
Yeah, because we were watching the draft last year, and it got to be a Pittsburgh's pick. And everybody's like, they're going to get Willis. They're going to get Willis.
Yeah. And you were like, please, God, no.
He jumped for joy when they went against Dave.
He did. He fell to the third round, 86th overall pick. So they played in 8 games this season. Played in 8 games, went 31 of 61 for 276 and 3 picks, no touchdowns.
Stellar.
Yeah.
42 rating.
Yep. Yeah. So, Joshua Dobbs was literally better than him. So,
another Pittsburgh Steeler.
Yeah. Joshua Dobbs got that backup quarterback though.
He is, dude.
He's a backup quarterback.
And he's not like Charlie Whitehurst where he just holds a clipboard his whole career. Joshua Dobbs has been playing in places.
Yeah.
So, I think the Titans would be interesting. I think it fits with what he's always wanted and or had of a really great run game, 2 great tackles. And so,
if the Titans could get an actual passing game going, they would be a very hard offense.
Robert Woods and Treylon Burke can be some players on the outside.
I was going to say that's my only problem is I don't think the receiving core in Tennessee really screams, "Hey, come play for me."
Yeah.
I think the Jets receiving core says, "Hey, if you come play for me, and we'll run down the field all day long."
Miami's the 3rd best odds on this, and that's a hell of a receiving core.
Well, yeah, with Tyreek and Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, and he has no run game, so.
That's why I think the Jets would probably be the best sort of the best landing spot because of the receivers, because of the run game that they do possess. Yes, the offensive line's a little shaky, but like I said, with the way Aaron likes to play, you can protect him with the calls and the plays that you do call in that offense.
Yeah,
especially if you go get Jigba.
I really just look at the Raiders, the Colts, and the Jets, and say 2 of these 3 teams I feel like have to land Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. Like, these are 3 teams that can win and have a chance to win and have the team to win, and they just got to get what they think is an elite level quarterback.
The problem with the Colts is also the receiving core. You have nobody outside Michael Pittman.
Yeah.
I mean, you do
I
have.
don't even consider Michael Pittman that good a receiver.
No, but he's the only one that you can actually name on that receiving core. So
T.Y. Hilton's not there anymore.
no, he's in Dallas.
I know he is.
And we see how far they got too.
Yeah.
Sorry, Adam. But anyway, yeah. I mean, the problem with the Colts have a run game. The Colts have a defense, but they have no receivers. I mean, I don't think they had a 1,000-yard receiver this year.
They did. Michael Pittman caught 99 balls and still didn't catch 1,000 yards. That's rough, boy.
Yeah, I mean, they had nobody.
Yeah, that's rough.
Mo Alley Cox didn't even go over 200 yards this year, and he was a game burner last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking like the Jets and the. I mean, hell, I'd almost put the Dolphins above everybody else. Like with these.
Oh, for a team that
the bets are saying, I think it's the
Yeah.
Jets or the Dolphins would be the best fit.
I mean, the
Or
Dolphins.
you can have immediate success.
Yeah, but the problem with the Dolphins is, do you trade away your future for maybe 2 years out of their
Future might have scramble brain right now,
Yeah.
so we don't know if he
Well,
can
Future is still in concussion protocol.
Well,
Yeah.
the future probably doesn't need to play football anymore. But
yeah.
so I mean, if that's the case, yeah, I can see them going out and doing that. But I mean, if Tua somehow can get his brain right again and not die, I mean, I mean, would you trade away Tua, a healthy Tua for an Aaron Rodgers for 2 years?
That's tough.
So I know
That
that's a
is
big
tough,
I know that's a big
yeah.
if, but if you have a healthy Tua,
I would.
you trade you would forfeit your future for 2 years.
I would take my 2 years with Aaron Rodgers and try and win a Super Bowl. And that, I mean, listen, in that division, it's going to be tough. The Bills are going to be consistently good. If the Jets find themselves a quarterback, they'll have a chance. The Patriots are going to be at the bottom of the division next year, probably. And so, I would trade Tua to get two years out of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And then I'd restart. Yeah. But I mean, I got
draft you your next future quarterback.
But I got a very expensive wide receiver that isn't getting any younger in Tyreek Hill. I have a very young wide receiver that's on a rookie contract with Jalen Waddle. Mike Gesicki, can I upgrade at tight end? Probably. Can I get better on the
Gesicki's
offensive
not
line?
bad,
Yeah.
though.
But their defense is average. A couple more playmakers makes them probably elite. And
Actually,
have a chance.
their defense surprisingly is
Very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a sneaky good defense.
Yeah, I think that's a fair statement. So, if it was me, yeah, especially, I mean, the other thing about it that you probably think of is, like, honestly, would it hurt Tua to take a year off, like, with as much
No.
injuries as he's had? So if I do go get Tom Brady
After seeing him, no.
yeah, if I go get Aaron Rodgers, could I really not help Tua by having a year?
Well, it would have to be Rodgers because Tom Brady has already come out and said he's not going to Miami.
yeah, I know, but
Even though he was looking at private schools down there the other day.
of course he was.
Yeah.
That's Tom, baby.
So
That's Tom. Tom becoming the LeBron James in the NFL.
Yeah, yeah.
Just trading in teams for super teams. So.
Yeah. His ass needs to retire.
take him out. He's going to take us down to South Beach. he's gonna have an announcement for an hour to sit there and talk.
Yeah.
It's like to have a
No, it's like that. It's like that scene from SpongeBob. That one fish is like, "How many times you got to teach you your lesson, old man?" And that's like Tom Brady. He doesn't want to learn his lesson right now. That maybe football is not the most important thing in his life, and the thing he's not best at anymore. right now.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's going all in already. Like, there's no going back now. So you might as well just
He's done lost his wife.
just take what you got here, pal. So
He's done lost his wife. She's gone. All that money's gone, but he's got that Fox money coming.
yep.
Yeah.
All right, if you were putting your money on it, where is Aaron Rodgers playing next season?
The Packers.
Okay. You're probably right.
It's most likely going to be the Packers, but if I had to choose a different team, I would say
It'll
the
be
Jets.
another off season of bitching, and then nothing will happen.
They'll draft a corner in the first round.
Yeah.
But see, I think actually at this point the Packers are ready to just say, you know what, fuck you, go.
I think they are too. I mean,
they're ready to send him away.
This feels very similar to the Brett
The
Favre
Brett Favre
situation where
situation.
they said fuck off Brett and send him somewhere, and they moved to Aaron Rodgers, and Jordan Love has been there for 3 years now, and it's time. It's time to make the change. We'll see what Jordan Love has, but it's time to make the change.
They'll be looking for another quarterback in a year or two.
Yeah, they said the same thing about Aaron. So I don't love Jordan Love, and I don't think he's the right answer, but
He was the right answer when they drafted him.
we did say the same thing about Aaron. So. All right, I'm going to take the Jets as well. I think the Jets. I think Jets Titans make a lot of sense, but I'll take my money on the Jets here for Aaron next year.
Yeah. If it is another team, the Jets. But like Alex said, he's most likely going to be back in Green Bay.
Yeah, and all this damn drama and bitching and complaining will be for nothing.
Because the problem is that $50 million contract.
Yeah.
What teams want to scoop that up?
Well, unless they can work it out to where Green Bay eats some of that money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they do in baseball, where you trade a player, the other team eats most of that contract,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just to get that player off.
Like the Yankees do. So.
Or like the Mets did last year. Robinson Cano, we got him. He played for us for like less than $1 million, and the Mets were still paying him $17 million to play against his old team.
Yeah. But it worked out for them because he sucked. So.
Yeah, that's why he left again. So.
All right, hit us in the comments. Let us know where you think Aaron Rodgers is going to play next season. As always, we appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe.